Okay, class. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Litman.
Okay, so I have all of your music ready this time, and I didn't forget to copy any, but I'm not going to give it to you quite yet because we have something to go over first, and that is something I've written on the board, which I hope you guys can see, but I realize it's kind of low on the board. So this is the lyrics for the part of the music we're working on today, and can anyone tell me what that says?
Angus.
The quesadilla
Yeah.
is
Pecorino.
Paprika. Mud.
Okay, so yeah,
Daniel.
those are all great attempts, but I'm gonna pronounce it for you guys. It's Agnus Dei qui tollis peccata mundi. So good thing about Latin is that the vowels usually sound the same no matter where they're at. So whenever you see a U, it's always going to be ooh, or except for here, because you need the U for the Q. But mundi and agnus, they sound the same. Dei, qui, tollis, mundi, all the I's sound the same. And de, dei, de, pe, all those will sound the same. And so we need to remember when we're speaking through this text to keep our vowels, keep them tall. So do this right here. Rub your face. Yawn some maybe. Oh, yeah, that's great. Okay, so I'm going to speak through this text with the correct tall vowels. So agnus dei qui tollis peccata mundi. Okay, so now we're going to speak through it together, that same rate. Agnus Dei qui tollis peccata. All right, here we go. Or actually, we could just say it after me. So, Agnus
Agnus
Dei
Dei
qui tollis
tollis
peccata
peccata
mundi.
mundi.
All right, that sounds awesome. Agnus Dei qui tollis peccata mundi. Okay, so now I'm going to hand out your music, and you guys are going to see in the music that there is, in fact, those words. We've only got the first 2 pages for today.
Potato.
Okay, so we're looking at the first 2 pages, but now I want you guys to keep the pronunciations in mind, of course, but we're going to learn the music first without the words, just to make it easier to learn what we're singing. So we've already done warm-ups, because we did that before this. Yes. So, but actually, I guess the key of this song is F. And this song is in 3 parts. So on the first page, though, we only have 2 parts. So that's going to be good. And if you remember in our warm-ups, something very important to think about is in the second part, which is really part 3. But you've got this D flat, and then the next measure, it goes up to a D. So the part 3 will be singing that. But we're all going to sing through that together. So I want you guys to start on part 1 and 2, but it's just part 1 really right now. I want you guys to start and sing this with me. So I'm going to give you, and this piece is in 3. So that's important to remember, because that can get confusing. So I'm going to give you guys 3, and we're going to sing the first 2 measures. So 1, 2, 3. All right, okay. So instead of singing Agnus Dei, we're going to just sing it on Ah. So we're going to go Ah. And do that with me one more time. So 1, 2, 3. That's great. And so if you look at the second measure, there's not much of a difference. It's almost the same. Okay, so we're going to try to just sing to the bottom of the page on part 1. We're going to start measure 5 just like we did before.
The words.
Nope, we're still going to sing it on Ah. So here we go. I'm going to give you guys 3. We're starting on C. 1, 2, 3. going to look at the part 3, which will always be part 3. It's always on its own line. Can anybody tell me what that interval is right here?
Jaws interval.
Small
Yeah.
second.
Jaws interval and small second are good ways to remember, but it's a minor second. Yeah, very short, a half step. So we're going to start right there on that part. We're just going to sing those 2 measures on part 3. Starting on C, just like the other part. So 1, 2, 3. Well, I went a little farther, didn't I? Just those 2 measures. But that sounded good, though. That's the really important part, is that you guys can get. That part's got a little bit more jumps than the first part. Usually, the bass part will have more jumps, but part 3, part bass part. All right, so we're gonna continue and sing the rest of that line, but I'm gonna play for you guys the last 4 measures so you can hear. So we're coming from D flat and on this pickup, so it would be like 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna try to sing part 3 right there, just all together. So 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Okay, I messed up the rhythm a little bit there. Just to clarify, the rhythm in measure 8 is going to sound is 1, yeah, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, so bum, bum, bum. Okay, so now that we've got these 2 parts, let's split it up really quick. You guys are going to sing the first part. Y'all are going to sing the part 3. Well, it's right now. Okay, so here we go. Everyone's going to end up starting on this note, but it's just part 1 and 2 for the first 2 measures. You guys come in on measure 7. All right. So I'm going to give you 3. What?
We're part 1 or part 2?
Oh yeah, you guys are part 1. Sorry, I had it backwards. Yeah, you guys are part 1, so you guys, thank you. We'll come in on measure 7. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Goofed a little. But we're gonna keep moving on for now. There's one important thing that we need to look at on the next page. And then we'll go back and add some of the words. So I want you guys to look in the second system, so right here in the middle, and it sounds like this here. And then it crescendos after the piano. Can't really do that very well. So we've got an interesting marking right here in the second measure in the second system. And it says poco rit. So does anyone know what poco rit means? Poco rit. We're slowing down. Yes, okay, that's great. Yeah, it means to slow down. And so poco means just a little. So, and rit means retardando. So we've got just a little retardando. And the interesting thing about retardando is it's not necessarily, I could play it like that, or I could play it like, it's subjective, meaning that anybody can make their own opinion about it. So I'm going to play a few different ones and ask you guys which ones you think is best. So let's say I'm in the poco rit measure right there, and I have to find it, and I play. Or what if I played it like? maybe we could play it, you know, it could be, you could start the polka right pretty much anywhere. And of course, there's another marking right here that says a tempo. So does anybody think they might know what that means?
That it has
Don't
tempo?
slow down anymore.
It does have tempo. Yes, it means that we are going back to the tempo we were at originally. So we would go back to back to this tempo. So once we get in the first measure, we would still be at yes, wonderful. That's great. So whenever you're counting in polka rit, you guys are going to want to watch me very closely in my conducting. Okay, so now we've only got just a little bit more time, but I wanted to start adding the words. So everybody on part one, we're going to do just like that. So, well, with a different tempo. But here we go. I'm going to count you in. I want you guys to sing "On You Stay." All right. 1, 2, 3. On you stay. Okay, so one important thing to remember is that the G doesn't come until that third note. It's going to be use. It's all sort of, this is a really good motion to think of. To be.
Is this a fire drill?
All right, class.